Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to yet another TapDaddyBeats stream. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. I know I am having a very good Thursday. And today, instead of mixing beats, as we usually do on Thursdays, we're gonna just be making beats in Ableton Live. I feel like I'm pretty far ahead on all my mixing stuff, and quite honestly, I'm pretty eager to load up my plate with more beats. I want to make more beats. So, yeah. That's what we're doing. Making more music. Oh, man. I got some hot coffee. I'm ready to dive into it today. I really am. Real quick, though. I want to show you guys what we are listening to today. This is my newest release called Rose Bouquet. Lovely, jazzy track. TapDaddy on all platforms. You guys know where to find me. And, fun fact, I release something every 2 weeks on Spotify. Every 2 weeks, like clockwork, I drop something. You guys know me. I'm working around the clock on music, And it is about that time to drop something else. In fact, tonight at midnight Eastern Time, I've got another song coming out called Home Stretch. It's a little bit more hip-hop than all these pretty chill hop tracks that I've been doing. I think you guys are going to dig it. I can't wait to show it off to you guys when I go live on Saturday to make beats. It should be good. It should be really good. But anyways, let me get one last good sip of coffee here, and we'll dive in with a blank Ableton Live project. Just get started. Oh man, yeah, I need like all the caffeine. Really wake me up, get me stoked for this. Oh, sweet nectar of the gods. All right. Well, anyways, hey, Chocolate, what's up, dude? He says, "Oh damn. I don't have my Bluetooth speaker in the truck today. I'm sorry." That sucks. He says, "Oh well. Can't hear the bass today then." Hey, fair enough. Well, maybe that just means you'll be in a surprise when you get home. All right. Well, shit. How's your day going, Chocolate? Hope all is good in the neighborhood, whichever neighborhood that might be. Let's see. I gotta set... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Here we are. Blank Ableton Live project. Today, the goal is to just make music. Let's get started. I wanna find a real golden little nugget of like a piano sample is where I want to start. And I know that's where I usually start. But you know what? Today's no different. We want to make something really golden. So yeah, let's start searching here. I've got my pick of so many different drum kits that I've got on hand. So we'll see. But yeah, Chocolate says almost done. Almost quitting time. That's what I like to hear, man. Okay, and genre. What genre? We were finding some really good stuff in the soul genre of this piano stuff. What all... Yeah, because we've been eyeing these for a little bit. Oh, and I should turn off time stretch. Okay. I'll take this opportunity while we're sifting through samples to really get my fill of coffee. All right. Yeah, we flipped quite a few of these. Oh, I like these chord changes. And we could like chop this and it would sound so fucking sick. Oh, come on. There's like so much color here. All right. We need a really like a tight boom bap drums with like a really good pocket to it. No, let's not overcomplicate it. Let's just get in with some really tight. And you know what? I have been using this kit a lot in these past couple of beats. I made a couple beats for BeatStars. I don't know if this one will also be for BeatStars or if we're going to steal this away for Spotify. We'll see. But I feel like this kit right here is just like so golden. Come on. Yeah, this is going to be good. All right. Let me throw you guys on Jam Cam. Let's start laying something down. Okay. Oh, Jam Cam is frozen. Let me I can fix this real quick. Bonk. There we go. Come on. Hell yeah. Oh, that's perfect. You see, that's what I was talking about with like simplicity. Oh, my camera's frozen again here. Oh boy, we're going to be having trouble with cameras today. Always fun. There we go. Okay, we're back. I can move. All right. Let's capture that. That's going to be some gold. And, you know, I kind of got like 2 variations on each end of the 8 bars, you know? So that's kind of good. So, like, let's see how much we got here. I think it's going to be like... so we got to find our downbeat. Boom. Okay, so it's going to be, okay, technically 8 bars at 83 BPM. Let's make sure this is tight. And what I've been doing with these drums lately is I put a little bit of decapitator on it and crunches up that kick nicely. Wow, this feels tight. I may have, like, nailed it. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and spiffy this up how I like, you know? What I've been doing is, so I'll, like, throw a little EQ. And this has to work in tandem with decapitator. But we're going to pull EQ8 out. We're going to punch up that kick a little bit. And then we're going to feed this into a saturator that is designed for drums. I swear. I mean, you could use Decapitator for a lot, but it's Decapitator by Sound Toys. Such a great plugin. See, now that kick kind of crunches underneath. This feels very like a beatboxing kind of kit, you know, but no, it's drums. This is sick. Okay. Now, let's hear that sample that we were considering. And I'm still thinking we'll probably chop it, but I want to just hear what it sounds like when we run it on these drums. All right, let's wait for it to come back around, then we'll press play on this. Oh, we got to turn time stretch on. There we go. Get to chopping a little bit. I just want to see. Okay. Now, do we want to go by region? And I'm also thinking we can, like, so the original sample is 88 BPM, right? We're working at 83 BPM right now, which means if we chop it into bits, it's not going to cover the full length. We might pitch it down so that it does. Let's go region. We might change that. Yeah, maybe we go by transients to get a rough estimate of where we need to be. And we clean it up. See, and then we need to, like, get rid of that guy. We'll get rid of this guy. see, I'm almost there. Let's capture this. Maybe we can just edit it a little bit. What's up, Signature? How you doing, man? Yeah, he's like, I hear bars, right? Oh, I know. Dude, this is going to be like, this is going to be the kind of track where you would be, you know, I guess back in the days we would just call it a good beat. Nowadays people go, oh, this is like a storytelling kind of track. That's like, dude, that's what hip hop is. No, okay, no. Now I'm turning into old man shaking his fist at cloud. I don't want to be that guy. Oh man, but yeah, this is gonna be some gold. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so yeah, you see we kind of screwed it up here, but that's okay. We can fix this. There we go. And little secret, we're gonna give it some fade in. You can kind of hear some of the clicks and pops when you chop mid audio. It kind of pops a little bit, so if you give it some fade in, it kind of fixes it. But yeah, introspective storytelling, absolutely, man. Oh man. All right. Boy, we have the makings for something dope here. And you know, the fact that we chopped it, it's like now these chops feel so much more in the pocket of what this hip hop beat is, you know? We're gonna need some strings. Bear with me while we go crate digging a little bit. I feel like I've dug so much in strings melody. Let's just go violin. Let's figure out what key signature we're in. It was C sharp minor. We pitched it down 3 steps to stretch the audio length. So C sharp -3. 1, 2, 3. We are in A sharp minor or B flat minor. Might even just like make our own from stuff, you know? There's just like so much potential here. Yeah, Signature's catching a vibe. He's like, oh man, that's cool. See, like there's some potential here. I feel like we gotta hold out for the perfect one. there's something here, maybe, but it's not quite, the chords don't quite align in this first half, right? But man, like, this is the right vibe. This is like kind of what I'm looking for, right? So yeah, this isn't gonna work out in these sections. Damn, these are some great strings though. What else is in this sample pack? So that was what we were just listening to. Oh, wait. Okay, I've kind of got an idea for this. We could use this a little bit more melodically. I like that it's kind of got this, like, it's a string, it's a sample of, like, a string note just, like, suspended, right? And it's got this, like, flute and glockenspiel stab that's very subtle, right? Because it's, like, such a simplistic sample, we could use this in some pretty interesting ways. So, like, I'm just gonna pull this, right? And this is something that we would set like way in the background. But yeah, that first or that second one was amazing. I feel you, man. Really, what I want is like a whole ensemble. But the real difficult part about this is we have such a colorful chord progression that it's like very unlikely that we'll just like stumble across the progression that's gonna line up magically with ours. I am still eyeing this first one, right? That maybe we'll take the tail end of that one as that lined up at the end. Bum, bum. Okay, so it almost sounds like an organ at that point. It's like a violin pad, but this is how we get to something kind of unique and interesting, is just kind of like seeing a different way in how we can use this audio. And to me, I was just thinking like, oh, well, we could get more melodic with this note. just grab that. I'm not sure if we're going to use this, but I want to grab this just to start toying with it a little bit in the background. I said in the background, dog. Chill out. We're getting close, man. This is dope. So yeah, I wanna keep pulling out little pieces of like ensembles like that might line up here or there, you know? Did we have any more in here? Let's mute all of this stuff and just keep digging. Oh, this is kind of a vibe. All right, let's layer on one more. Oh, we do this in the opposite ears. And then how is this gonna feel if this guy slides in? Okay, I've kind of got an idea here. So we'll do this. We'll probably fade this guy as we fade this guy in, and then maybe bring him back in over here. So I'm thinking like something kind of like this. We're just kind of piecing these together. Oh, we're off. We are so off. We gotta redo that. Yeah, that's the right one. Oh, we gotta say like yoink, yoink, yoink. And where's that fader at? There you are. Yoink. Okay. And we'll turn this like way down. See, I feel like the key with strings, especially if you want to do a beat like this where you have like a lot of strings, is just like set them really low. Let your intuition guide you on like how low it needs to be, but they should collage into the background, right? line now. I discovered a good bass line last time we were making beats, or a good bass instrument. I kind of like just like the acoustic bass, or the electric bass. What was it called? In Purity. It's pretty simple, but it's like goddamn effective. A&A bass guitar. That was pretty good. Okay. Oh boy, we are making progress. I'm actually gonna set this bass back a little bit. And we'll compress it. I have a weird misstep down here. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed it the first time when I recorded it. Now it's kind of sticking out to me. Now the real question is, are we going to make this more instrumental and like consume this with a lot of jazz details, or are we gonna just like let some rappers rhyme it? We'll see. But yeah, Chocolate says, oh yeah, by the way, I got the key bass. Hey, sick, man. I love that. Absolute gem. Of course, man, of course. I'm glad you got your hands on that. It's such a good, solid, like, what I like about that plugin is like it creates very rich low end, you know? So like when I got it bumping in the car, like it's there, you know? It's pretty sick. played 2 of these guys. Let's see if we can pull out like a really golden like trumpet lick or something. Oh, you know what I should dig through? I got some more stuff from like Somatics the other day, and what I like to do with Somatics is if I can find some of their like vintage samples, I like to listen through their vintage samples and pick apart like maybe one stem, whether it's like a string or a trumpet or a guitar or something, and it's pretty fun. I wish Somatics would do more vintage stuff, but they're pretty good at what they do with. I forget what it was called though. What was it, man? Heritage. That's what it was. Alright, let's listen to some samples here. I've only listened to 4 of these, and I grabbed like a bunch of stuff from them. I should have gone here first for string samples. What's up, Mars? How you doing, man? Welcome on in, man. We might have to flip one of these samples, not the full sample, but we'll like take the piano and maybe one other detail and fill it out with whatever we want. Oh, come on. Let's just borrow some of these strings. Intersections. And we'll have to see. It's all out of warp. Okay, we'll get this all in. But yeah, who you were asking? Who I was just talking about? Somatics. Where I just got a sample pack. Just a little freebie of vintage stuff. I was like, ooh, goody, thank you. Okay, so G sharp, and we're trying to pitch it to A sharp. So let's see, G sharp, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does not quite feel right. Gonna have to really set this back. But yeah, I mean, I have collected so much Somatic stuff over the years. Just, email lists. I collect royalty free from everywhere that I can get my grubby little paws on, right? But I feel like Smacks doesn't do like a ton of vintage stuff, but when they do, it's actually really good stuff, Wave Alchemy has some great packs. Oh, that's sick. Hell yeah. Not sure about this key signature. See, like, we got some gold there. I just wanted to try out some of this stuff. not quite pitched right. Not quite. That's okay. I don't think that's going to be working. But I do want to find, like, is there like a saxophone in Heritage? Ooh. Ooh, sensual. That could be really sensual stuff. And then I also wanted to see, like, is there trumpet? There is. Well, I heard like a really good sax lick in there. But yeah, Mars says Dash Glitch was showing off this new delay plugin called Tugaphonon. Okay. You can get it for free or donation. I picked it up. It's pretty cool. Oh, hell yeah. That's what's up. Tugaphonon. Gotcha. I might have to check that out after stream. Hell yeah. I'm a sucker for free plugins, man. Okay, let's go back to the sax stuff. And I think I liked, was it Stranded or Undercover? No, it was Stranded. And that's C sharp. We're trying to get to A sharp. That's 1, 2, 3. Like, this might be a good little detail over here. God, it's got like fuzz in the background though. Alright, we'll keep that in our back pocket. Like, that's so gold though, what we got there. But yeah, the plugin is like a wheel that has different trigger points that you can turn off and on, and control/automate the wheel speed. Oh, that's cool. For each trigger delay. That's awesome. I feel like, man, delay plugins have the potential to be like very different from each other, you know? Like, Echo Boy is so different from the stock like Ableton delay. I know Somatics had this one like delay reverb plugin that did all sorts of like bend things to it. I feel like you can never have enough like delay plugins, you know? Okay. Well, I do kind of want to dig for like some real jazzy goodness, you know? That's kind of slick. Yeah. Yeah, Mars says, I like using Native Instruments Replica XT and the Fab Filter Timeless. Oh, hell yeah. I don't think I use either of those. Oh, wait. I liked how that rose up. So, like, I think that this could be a really cool connecting piece. Let's see how this feels. I was kind of thinking, like, I'm not sure if we'll continue on this. I just liked that trumpet rise with that, like, disco stab. Getting closer. Oh, yeah. Still on the fence about like these horn stabs, but I like that. I think we'll keep it. Let's keep digging. Like some potential with this rundown. slick. I'm curious how this would feel going into this guy. Nah, too disconnected. I'm not sure if I ever actually used this guy. Oh man. Oh, come on. Oh, dude. Okay, yeah, I don't think I ever used this guy. I think I grabbed him like forever ago. Never ended up using him. Okay. If we end up using this, then it kind of seals the deal that we're going to be leaning more in an instrumental direction. That's so sick. Isn't there's like, yeah, a little bit left over here that we don't have. The forgotten sample. Thank God, though. Thank God, honestly. I like, I haven't done a track like this in a while. Like, I've been, I don't know, for anybody that listens a lot to like my Spotify, I have been laying down a lot of like really like jazz hop focused tracks that are like very chill hop and stuff like that. And I'm dropping a single tonight that leans a lot more hip hop, you know? Like, honestly, before I was diving into a lot of like the chill hop sort of stuff, I was very much rooted in like boom bap, you know, 90s hip hop. And I kind of like tracks like this where it's like this very good blending of kind of the two things that I really love, classic hip hop music and jazz music. And, you know, it'd be kind of fun to get back to that. That means we're going to have to really dig for this track though, but I think it will be so worth it. Compression to help normalize the dynamics a bit. Oops, that's on the wrong thing. Although, damn, does that sound good on the piano, but we're not there yet. We gotta build up the mix in a way that makes sense, basically. But yeah, you really enjoy Sade? I can't say I'm too familiar, but I'm always looking for more people in this niche, you know? Honestly, my wife might know who you're talking about. She's a playlist curator. So everybody that's in my niche is kind of on her radar. Just kind of pulling out this mix a little bit more. Inquire this arrangement. I'm just kind of unpacking a little bit. It's pronounced Shady, okay. Or Sade. Oh, okay. She was a jazz singer during the 80s with a hip-hop feel. Oh, that's sick. Oh, now that you mention it, yeah, Sade. That totally rings a bell. She did Smooth Operator. That's what I know her from. Big Daddy Kane, Smooth Operator. Fucking, that's my shit, dude. I love that. Yeah, Sade, got you. God, I fuck with some Big Daddy Kane, man. I went through this period in college where I was really falling in love with 90s stuff, and then I kind of sunk back into like the best of the 80s, which I would say is like Big Daddy Kane and Slick Rick, and like maybe one or two others, but And I remember around that time, I bought a Def Jam record at a music festival at like 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning. And I was like drunk as fuck. I saw this Def Jam record and I was like, oh God, I gotta have that, right? Super fun time. I'm like out and about with my then girlfriend. Now she's my wife. Absolutely hammered at this music festival, listening to rap music, just like going nuts, and so I go home with this record, and the next day I'm like hungover as fuck. I go to campus, we're at college, and I'm getting my coffee, and the guy getting the barista behind the counter, he's getting me my coffee, and he says, hey, what do you think of that Def Jam record? You enjoying that? And I was like, still in a half drunken stupor, like, yeah, it's fucking great, man. It's awesome, and he's like, awesome. Well, good to see you, man. I kind of walk away and I go, wait, were you? He's like, yeah, I sold you that record last night. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? It was such a mindfuck moment. I could almost barely remember buying that record. The guy that sold me that vinyl the night prior was also the guy serving me coffee in the morning on campus. It's just like, whoa, what a mindfuck. That was like one of the weirdest coincidences. I was not prepared for such a coincidence. Oh man. But yeah, I love Slick Rick. Specifically his song "Hey Young World." I don't know, that song just like speaks to my heart. I like it. Makes me feel good. Tupac's "All Eyes on Me." Yes, I got the album "All Eyes on Me" and his I got "All Eyes on Me" and then his Machiavelli album. I forget what it was. Yeah, there was like, you see, there was a period where I was like really digging through the best of the 90s. I got that. I got Ready to Die, Biggie Smalls, 36 Chambers. I was really digging into MF Doom's Operation Doomsday, and like even Take Me to Your Leader, which was technically Mons Czar's before he was like MF Doom. I was really digging into that. And then I started to kind of like go backwards in time, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick. And I don't know, man. It's where my love of hip hop really comes from. And it's funny because it's not like I was an adult in the 90s, I kind of came to it after the fact as I started to dig more and more into hip hop. I guess One of the first artists that I was like, oh, this is sick, I like rap music, was like 50 Cent, you know? Yeah. Oh, Bone Thugs and Harmony, dude, yes. Yeah. Oh, man. Now that's the shit, man. That's the shit. God damn. I'm going to need more coffee if I'm going to do this track justice. I'm sorry. I'll be like 2 seconds. I'm just going to go run and heat up some coffee. So don't go anywhere. No. All right. Let's see. I shall play for you guys. What's a good like 90s-esque track to play for you guys that I feel like is one of my best just hip-hop beats? You know what? I'll play for you guys Moment of Bliss. I feel like this is underrated in my collection. Did I put it on an album yet? I might not have dropped it as an album yet. But I'll play for you guys Moment of Bliss because I think it's just like such a good hip-hop beat. Yeah. Here we go. All right, I'll be 2 seconds. All right, man, I am back. But yeah, Yo or Mo Murder, that song had a great bass line. The bells, they were really good. Hell yeah. Oh man. Okay, guys, I think it's time to lock in. I think it's time to really do this justice. Signature's getting some coffee. Hell yes. Guys, we got our coffee here. Oh, I think we're ready to lock in for a really sick hip-hop beat. All right, let's see where we're at. And I'm thinking we'll dress in a lot of richness into this intro section. And maybe one more layer as we arrive over here. Had an idea for how we're dropping in. So we're gonna borrow this guy. But yeah, Mars says, I saw a documentary that tried to downplay their ability to flow and said they were trying to jarble the words, but it was actually well choreographed. Yeah. Sounds like a Netflix documentary. I swear, every rap documentary on Netflix is just like a bunch of old white dudes sitting around being like, back then, you know. Now, there's some good documentaries. Okay, so we got like this really strong center section with this solo. Like, that's a crazy solo. We're gonna need to match that energy though. Like, I still feel like we got some walls to put up in this house before we can really start decorating it. Like, I'm trying to think, what would be... We need more, like, sampled elements that are going to carry that, like, feel to it, that textural feel. Let's keep digging. It might be something like a flute sample or something. We'll see. But, yeah, Disney is worse. They always make their artist documentaries about everyone else except the artist. Fair. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, what do we want here? We could try digging in the saxophone. Lo-fi hip-hop, I think, is kind of the niche where we start to get some good stuff. Man, the more I listen to this solo, it's like it might be too busy. But like one of these guys in here really brings this down. Obama knew Stevie Wonder. Shut up. I know, it's always everybody knows everybody. You know, it's crazy to me that how like everybody that blew up knew like Stretch and Bombito before they were famous. They were like rhyming on Stretch and Bombito. You know what I mean? Like Biggie as a teenager on there. Like literally every single person that went on to be famous was like on this little radio show. Okay, we're getting closer. But yeah, I'm still uncertain about this trumpet. We're going to keep that in our back pocket. Maybe what we'll do here, you know, maybe this is going to be like a really banger BeatStars beat. I need more for BeatStars. I put out Probably my best Nas type beat the other day. And I feel like I've been slacking on the BeatStars beats. Like, I need to show out for that. Let's see. Then we're gonna drench this in some reverb. But yeah, those documentaries really do turn into just like, and so knew somebody. And this is the reason why that song was named that. Let's see. Plugins. Super plate, dude. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm still feeling like we're missing some core elements here, but we'll see kind of where we're going. But yeah, what's up, Jindo Labs? How you doing, man? Says sorry for bothering you. You're fine. Quick question: what's your opinion on a command palette for Ableton Live? So I'm actually not sure exactly what that is. Is it, because I know Ableton Live has come out with several different, like, devices. I'm not quite sure. You'll have to describe command palette to me. So I don't think it's like that, they came out with something a while ago that was like Ableton Live Touch or something, and it was an app. But I don't think that's what you're talking about. God, we need some like accents in here, and I'm trying to think what exactly is gonna make for a good accent. But yeah, shortcut window appear. You have commands like, oh, interesting. Yeah, whatever it is, I have not used this, so I can't say I have a strong opinion. I will say that the moment that you really learn the shortcuts for Ableton Live is like when you can start moving really, really fast in Ableton. It's kind of nice. I'm always looking for like small ways to increase how fast I can move within Ableton, because I feel like that kind of allows for me to keep up with the rate of creativity. Like as I have ideas, I can spit them out, you know? So if it can help you move faster, then I'm all for it, you know? Gosh, I'm trying to think what exactly I want to pull out here. Yeah, like this is a great instrument for like just accenting the melody on top, right? This is from Augmented Mallets, and it's just their tape vibraphone. Let me actually set this up higher in octave. Or maybe that octave was fine. I could chase up that little triplet. Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Come on, get back here. Okay, yeah, that's something like that, right? We're trying to go for detailing here, so I might even just shave this down a little bit. I'm almost thinking this more for this section. And then maybe we get rid of this guy in between. Maybe it's that guy that's in between that we keep, and we get rid of these two. Let's try this. But yeah, Jindo Lab says search track by name, create one or more tracks, instant, search for sample plus enter, insert it into your timeline. Wow, so it sounds like a more complex way to do like shortcuts. Like it sounds like a way to kind of combine certain shortcuts or to perform maybe tasks that you do often. Like I'm curious if using that would help me stem out tracks in a more simplistic fashion. Like there's a way that I always unpack my drums and send all of my different drum samples out to various audio tracks, right? You see, I feel like I need to research this for my own sanity because I can't tell you how many hours I spend per week stemming out tracks, you know? Damn, Jindo Labs, you might be teaching me some gold here. I gotta start, I gotta maybe do some research on that. All right. I think we've got this section pretty well done. I'm not sure how I like that top note hitting. We also just need to bring this down a little bit. A lot of bit. Yeah, it should be more background. Jindo says, well, I am 100% no more pro than you. I just made a tool to help ease up some of those workflows. Oh, that's sick, man. So is this your tool? See, I feel like in this section, I don't want to just like throw them into the same old. I kind of want to layer in something. We also need to start thinking about intro. Expand, and we'll see. But yeah, oh sick, you published it today. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's pretty big. I might have to check it out later. Let's see. Japanese boy. This is always a fun synth lead. Mara's grabbing another coffee. Hell yeah, everybody's getting their coffee. Gotta get your coffee in today, guys. I swear, we drink a lot of coffee in this stream. I actually really liked how the synth lead was feeling. We gotta just like run through this a few times and just feel this out, you know? We're in no rush, just like trying to get a perfect take, get a perfect idea of whatever melody we want this to be. I'm thinking this might be something that comes in second half. Turn this way down. Dope. God, even that is like too loud. Let's really turn this down. For you, it's a bit late for coffee. Hey, fair enough. Oh, I just like that melody leading into that section. So like Ba, ba, da, ba. And we lead it into that string turnaround, and it just sounds like, ooh, lovely. That's beautiful. We could do this over here as well. So like, let's bring this over here. You know, I think I've made up my mind. I want to hear bars on this, so this one's probably going off to BeatStars. And then we need to open this up a little bit. Ooh. And this is where we get into the most intimate verse of the track, right? This is where, like, if this was a storytelling kind of beat, like, this is where the turn and the drama kind of comes. Okay, I'm starting to feel this out. But we need to kind of back it up a little bit, get more of a sense of the arrangement, where we're at, where we're taking it. Gosh, dude. This is such a fire beat. Yeah, Signature agrees. BeatStars. I think that's what this is heading towards. Somebody better rhyme this, do something sick with it. For anybody curious, if we do have any rappers watching, I do have free downloads enabled on my BeatStars. You can find it in the description of this stream. Okay, and this is where I used to be kind of against this, right? Stacking piano on top of a piano sample, but sometimes it's really the choice. Something like that. Okay, so we can go decent sampler. And gosh, there used to be a really good like upright. I think they've kind of changed it since. I can't seem to find it anymore. They do have this micro cassette piano, which is kind of cool. Let's actually extend this out. We'll probably bring in the bass line on the second half of this, but I want to walk us out on this piano, right? Leave it in this really like low-key space. So like, here, we'll bring over this guy over here. I got to get a sense of what the highest range is for this piano. I don't think it has... Oh, dude. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's get that cleaner. But like, oh, yeah, beautiful. Thank you, man. Like, dude. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, I'm like, this is wrapping up nicely, right? Kind of biffed it there. We'll do one more take. Okay. Now, there was one note that it did hit. It was just too quiet. I got to kind of change that around. I think the second side of that was like pretty good. So we'll just clean that up. But yeah, what's up, Chocolate? Yeah, he's like, what's a good plugin for clicks in a bit to clean it up? What are you talking about in terms of clicks? I'm curious. Are you talking about like when you sample something and you hear that clicking sound? Or like to try to, you know, declip something? Because I'll tell you this, man. There's honestly, like, if an audio has clicking all through it, like it's either clipped into the red, or maybe it's like sample chopped and, you know, we didn't quite get the chops. There's no easy way to fix that. The solution for that is to record it right to begin with, right? Now, I can tell you 2 ways that you can avoid this. So, like, we chopped a sample today, and I want to show you, if you have no fade in at all, I'll put this to 0 intentionally so we can hear. Listen for these clicks. You hear that clicking on the head of the notes? That's what happens when you chop mid audio, right? So the way the way to remove that is to basically chop when the audio is at the 0 point. And the way that you can force it to be at the 0 point whenever you're chopping is to add a little bit of fade in to each slice. So we give ourselves like 2 milliseconds of fade in. And suddenly we don't have that clicking sound. But with it, with no fade in, we get those clicks. You hear that? Right? So the secret is that you just like add a little bit of fade in to the starts of your chops. But aside from that, you know, if you're getting clicks, like clipping sounds because it's just like boosted into the red, there's no way to reverse that. The audio is just going to be like that, right? So that's why it's super important not to like record something with it going into the red. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that kind of answers your question. There's really not much of a tool to like declip something, you know? Not to my knowledge anyways. Oh, that's good. Okay. We can take this, slap this over here. Might even slap this guy over here. Okay, guys, I think we've pretty much got this beat. We gotta hear this back. But yeah, Mars, he's like, sorry, I'm back. One of my AC units went out. Oh no, went out recently, and I'm trying to replace it. Oof, that's rough, man. Going into the summer, that is not good. God damn. But yeah, Chocolate was saying yes, exactly. I hope I, help solve a problem for you. I hope that helps. Let's hear this. Let's also save this. What are we on? Song 1139, I believe. yeah, the sample chops. Okay, yeah. We got that then. Yeah, it's literally just anytime that you're chopping a sample that's not at the 0 point, you're gonna get a click from it. I used to try to like zero in on where the audio wave crossed the 0 point. It was just too tedious. It's way simpler to just add some fade in, which causes the beginning of the sample to be absolute silence, which means it's at the 0 point, right? But, ooh, Mars might have some recommendations. Did those remove, like, clips and shit? On the MPC, when you pad tap, you get clicks. Yeah. So, I would look in, if you're looking for a way to solve that, just look up how to add fade in to the beginning of your MPC chops on the MPC. That'll solve it for you 100%. Man, this beat is good. Okay. We've got about an hour and 15 minutes left of stream. There was that beat that I started last time, and I did a little bit more work on it, but I didn't quite finish it. The question is do we go finish that really interesting ethereal beat that we started last time, or do we just like start from scratch on something new and hope that we can pull it through? Maybe we start on something new, because why not? Because it's fun to start something new. I'll finish that other beat eventually. Yeah, let's just yoink, new live set. Okay, I'm going to run and get some coffee real quick. Yeah, we're going 3 cups of coffee this stream, because why not? All right. While I'm getting this coffee, I hope you guys enjoyed my most recent single, Rose Bouquet. I've got another single dropping tonight at midnight EST. It's called Home Stretch. I made it here on stream. I wonder if you guys are going to remember that beat when it drops. I don't know. All right, I'll be 2 seconds. Alright, I am back with another hot cup of coffee. Let's go, man. God damn, let's pause this. Let's get into Ableton. Let's waste no time. Alright, we're going to get in with our samples. We're going to flip this next one really quick. I really hope to get another banger. In fact, we might just like lay this one down entirely. Lay down our own chords and stuff. I liked that piano that we had. Let's lay down some drums. But yeah. Man, I gotta confess to you guys, I think I'm becoming an old man. Today, my wife saw that they were having a sale on pitchers at King Soopers. We got a big gallon Rubbermaid pitcher for $5 today, and I was genuinely excited about it because now we're like, oh man, we can make iced tea. We could just like have iced tea in the fridge all the time. And now I'm like thinking like, man, I'm gonna be living that iced tea life, having iced tea all the time. And I don't know, I'm like way more excited for that than I should be. I mean, that's funky, dude. That is cool. All right, let's capture that. Okay. So now we got this nice little groove here. 156.5 gross. We'll call that 156. Might even pick up the pace a little bit. Pull out that micro cassette. Okay. It's gonna be a weird beat, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I kind of got a progression here. It's kind of jank, but I kind of like it. It's gonna kind of have two parts to it. Okay, we're gonna have to really extend this out. And then I think I screwed it up here. Yeah, I screwed that up. Get rid of this note. Okay. Let's go ahead and compress this piano a bit. This is cool. Yeah, it reminds me of an 80s song. I'm trying to remember, Simple Minds. Now this is one where we're gonna pull out that Purity bass guitar. Might need to just like think simpler on the bass line, you know? Tap, is your best review paid? Oh, you mean like my beat reviews? So I do ask, we do keep it like subscriber only in the Twitch. I used to do free beat reviews, but man, it was like way too chaotic to manage, honestly. But for like the price of a Twitch sub, I'll review as much music as you want for an entire month straight. So, you know, feel free to check it out if you're interested. come through. I'm TapDaddyBeats on Twitch. I do it every Wednesday. It's a super fun time, man. We keep a channel in our Discord open to subscribers. Whenever I'm live on Twitch, you can submit music, and I'll pull it up on stream. We'll listen to it, and I I'm aside from just being a producer, I'm also a mix engineer, so I really get into it on the feedback streams, so definitely come through. He's like, sorry, my thumbs keep spelling wrong. You're good. But yeah. Jindo says, for me, it's the bass line where I start vibing to a beat. Yeah, no, I get you. See, for me, I feel like the bass line kind of comes later. And, I don't know, half the time I'm kind of like sitting there thinking, does this need a bass line? I make a lot of beats without bass lines. I get kind of tripped up on the bass lines, I'm not gonna lie. But I feel like we were like kind of onto something here. God, I'm like almost there. See, I'm not sure how to wrap that around. I'm gonna just go off on some other stuff here. We got to start putting up the walls to this house, right? Oh man. Let's see. Whenever I'm alive on Twitch, I'm electrocuting myself. Yikes. Oh man. What is gonna be the sound for this? Let's pull out Arturia stuff. Let's just start laying down some stuff here. Some things. We got about 55 minutes to really drive this track home. So let's try and do it. I want to go to my grab bag of like liked sounds. 70s Dream Roads could be pretty cool. That's it. And we'll just like layer that on in this second section. Whew. Yeah. But yeah, Mars says, when I first heard of Twitch, I thought it was a social media site for people with Tourette's. Well, banned by BAFTA? What does that mean? Is Twitch like not allowed in they don't use Twitch in England? I had no idea. I feel like I would have known this. Given how many, now that I think about it, I don't know too many people. Well, actually, I did know a few people in the UK in my Twitch stream. You didn't hear about that? No, I've been out of the loop. That's so strange. Because I definitely know a few people on Twitch from... It must have been recent. I guess I'm just thinking of one dude that I knew. I got a lot of people in my Twitch stream that are like from Baltic countries, from Nordic countries, kind of scattered all over, honestly. It's a very global stream. layer on when we're over here. I would hope so. God, I'm afraid I can't run away from this bass line any longer. I'm gonna have to, I don't know, man. It's like we're getting closer. Oh, I should just capture it. I should just capture what we had here. This is a very strange beat. But yeah, render it, release it. It doesn't need anything else. Pure Nirvana. Fair enough, man. I feel like this is one of those beats where I'm just like not sure what I would do with it. Let's fix this note. Let's just focus on getting this beat. Okay. Now we can focus on putting up the rest of this. All right. Okay, I'm thinking this for the A side, and then we come in with that synth lead for the B side, maybe. Okay, I gotta fix the timing of that middle guy. See, that just didn't work out. There we go. There we go. You're like a great goose flying south for winter right now. Is this a flying south for winter type beat? Okay, we're gonna try and like lay a little bit of this synth lead. Not quite vibing how I want it to. We're gonna continue to just pull out sounds. Maybe we're gonna dig deeper into purity. Oh, I see Mars is fried over there without his AC. I'm sorry, man. That's rough. Let's see. I know that there's some good sounds in here that are gonna vibe with this sort of aesthetic. These are jutting out too much. Woo! Okay. I feel like if we could get like a vocal sample on here, like a soul sample. Oh. we could even like lay down some of our own choir sounds here. Let's just see if we dig through some samples here. Soul. Not gonna be the vibe. What are some of these that we've sampled? We are in, let's see, I think we're in whatever the relative minor to C major is. C major relative minor, and let's see, it should be A minor. Yeah. Okay, so pitch to A. Oh yeah. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works. Not quite. I wonder if there's a way to like hit. Do they have bossa nova as a genre in here? That'd be great if we could get some bossa nova vocals. It'd be kind of weird, right? It's kind of a mashup at this point. Let's see. I'll even just take. So we got neo soul here. Indie might be the vibe, but could try gospel. I've used this before, but never like this. This is kind of interesting. Really throw this down. Yes, A minor. Drake's favorite key signature. I like to think he lies awake at night and just that Kendrick saying A minor just like sticks in his head and he's like, oh fuck. I don't know, this is almost too slow. This is a weird beat we kind of dove off into. Signature's like, I hear he does, yeah. That's what the word on the street is. There's got to be something in the Jun 6V. Or maybe instead of this, we go, I'm just like pulling out all the instruments frantically at this point. Let's pull out the Labs VST. But like what we've got here is a vibe. Yeah, Kendrick owned him in that battle. Dude, I'm with you. Like, I feel like even Drake fans have to kind of acknowledge, like, it was not a tie. Drake did not win, and it was not a tie. It was a brutal ass whooping. It's just like, honestly, the most exciting thing that has happened in hip hop in a long while. We're going to throw a long delay on this. Yeah, brutal. I think it's funny that 2 years after the fact, Drake's music is all still, like, it seems like the only thing he can talk about is how salty he is, you know? Like, oh my gosh, it's so salty, his music. And I want like a top line over here. Whew, man, I'm sorry. I've been like locked in on this beat. I feel like I've just been glued trying to move through this. Because honestly, I feel like we're on the verge of something so beautiful here. just those walk-up notes kind of helped assist here. I see, it's cool. Now let's see if we can... Let's run through this again. A girl with a raspy voice. I feel like maybe not for this section, but you know, we're on the right track. Like, man, we've got something pretty cool here. I'm starting to like how this is layering up and just sounding. Let's go back to the Jun 6V. See what all we got here. How's the glockenspiel on this? Yeah, very derpy. Now this with super plate. But I'm thinking like, let's go get like a massive one, like long choir. Make some really atmospheric layers here. How's this gonna sound paired up over here? Not quite. See, it needs to like go in tandem. So it would need to be like this. Let's see how this feels. There we go. Oh, this is cool now. Because it kind of like answers each other. Another cool idea. We need another bright element over here. Okay. So, like, we're basically doubling up on that organ part. We're going to put this over here. But I'm kind of thinking, like, so this organ part, which way does this lean? It's pretty center. And then this we could, like, because the piano's, like, so far left. And then we pull out crystallizer. Woo! Oh, it really is beautiful. Thank you, man. I feel like we might automate the mix. What if we just kind of introduce some of this in dude, show automation for this guy, nothing else. What are you doing? -11. Yeah, that's the wrong automation, dude. Oh, did we have this on the wrong thing? Yeah. Yeah, we got this on the wrong thing. I was like wondering. Okay, here we go. We're throwing this on the Golden Ferns. Doesn't even need much mixing. That's the idea, man. That's really like, you know, you've hit something good if it just sounds good unmixed. Then, you know, like, I feel like my best mixing sessions are when I go into it not having to fix problems, but being able to improve upon, right? It's so good. Yeah. Man, we're like starting to close in. Turn up that output. I don't know, we'll think on that. thinking let's get this up, and then we might have this like stripped down version where we throw them into. Probably the best part of this is like this guy. But yeah, what's up, Chocolate? Yeah, he says, oh yeah, now I'm in my car, real speakers. Oh, that's awesome. I'm your soundtrack home. Hell yeah. We might just like hang them on this note and fade them. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Cool. Let's run this back. I know we got some places we gotta clean up, like this area. We gotta figure out what we're doing there, but let's like run this. Magic happens when you're left to cook and get all the ingredients. I agree. We'll just call this one Cooked Like Mars because his AC is broken. No. Track is sick. Your boar hunting song. I could see it. Honestly, it's kind of cool to just leave them in this, the most stripped down version. And then we hit them. And it's beautiful. Guys, I present to you song 1140. Good God, man. Cool one. That was a cool one. I wasn't so certain about it in the beginning, but I feel like we really brought it home. I think what really saved us was that organ section in the middle with the 70s Rhodes. Like, oh man, what beauty. And like the bass line underneath it, I'm glad I stuck the landing. It's that turn, that bum bum ba da da ba da, you know. Ah, dude. Okay, I feel very accomplished today. I am going to go drink some iced tea. Yes, my wife's been making iced tea in the kitchen while I've been cooking up here. We just bought, I was saying earlier, we just got a deal on a giant Rubbermaid pitcher. We're both very excited about it. We're both like, oh my God, we can be iced tea people. So I'm going to drink some iced tea and play some Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know, I've been playing that lately. It's going to be good. But I feel quite accomplished today. We got 2 really banger songs. That first one, holy shit, that's going to be a good one. I don't know what I'm doing with this, but this is kind of like one of those magical demos that, like, when I find a place for it, I'm going to know. I'm going to know, you know? Like, there's a reason why I stack so many demos, and it's because I don't want to ever feel cornered into a position where I stop myself from making a song if I don't have an obvious answer for what to do with it, right? I just make so much music that, you know, we can take swings and make some random gold like this that is so off the wall and different, you know? But yeah, Mars, you've been playing Subnautica? Dude, I've been seeing so many clips of it. It looks sick. It looks sick. But yeah. Oh, yeah. Signature says you should feel good. Oh, I do, man. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Oh, man. Thank you, Signature. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, Chocolate. Damn, everybody else that's just been watching as well. Thank you, Jindo Labs. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Yeah, everybody that is watching, I really appreciate you guys. It's so much more fun to make music in front of people than it is to just sit here by myself. So I really appreciate the company, you know. I'll be live again on Saturday. We're doing another cook up Saturday morning. It's a little bit of an earlier slot. If you guys can make it, definitely come through. We're doing this every Thursday and Saturday, working in Ableton Live. So anyways, my name is TapDaddy, and until next time, happy producing. I will see you guys then. Peace out.